Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow. I remember this endless cold. Where are you? You might as well show yourself.
Corvo, old friend. Do I even have to say it? You've lost another Empress. Delilah was born a pawn, but now she's got the throne. 15 years ago, the assassin Dowd could have warned you about her if you'd bothered to ask, but you were too busy for questions. Times have changed, Corvo, and you haven't been watching the dark corners of the world. Maybe living in a palace has made you soft. What happens when you push a man farther than he ever thought he could go? Does he snap? And what happens when he tries to go home? Maybe you'll finally learn what it feels like to kill an Empress. Dowd could have told you about that, too.
I felt this so long ago. The void. It was still there all along. Never thought I'd be here again. Feels as good as I remember. Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne. I've been here before.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Jessamine, if all I can hear are the last echoes of your voice, that's enough.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. Stars in the sky here. There isn't a sky. I shouldn't be here. No one should. In thousands of years, few have seen this place. 2 were empresses. There's a strange power in this place. I will never walk in the sun again. I know it now. The one who took my life walks the world still, but he has withdrawn. Such a short time ago, I was a girl, then a young woman, in love, then an empress. Now I remember the last day I saw you, out behind the tower. She carries your lessons within her, mine as well. My heart is made of muscle and sinew, but metal and glass as well, and other things.
Who is Delilah really? Jessamine's sister, bearing the outsider's mark.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Maybe I got lazy. Fell asleep at my post. Somehow everything I love is at risk. Again. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18, boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor, and I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. For over 3 decades, I've lived in a palace, watching over the people I love. I've had an empress die in my arms, and raised another from birth. Who would have thought I'd come back home, the most wanted man in the Isles, following the trail of a monstrous killer? What would that 18-year-old think of me now?
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say. The Duke's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted by some score they're working. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide, but Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Mortimer Ramsey, the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you. Before I leave Zirconos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? Addermeyer Institute's been there for a long time, but Hypatia wasn't around when I lived in Karnaca. As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy, vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. Sokolov always seemed ageless. Not now. With that watchtower, the only way to get to Addermeyer is through the carriage station. Sokolov's style. It's Delilah. I miss listening to old Anton Sokolov and his travel stories. He even explored Pandyssia.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Dunwall seems so far away. I'll come back soon, Emily. I promise. The jewel of the South. My homeland.
She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known. Megan, she can be trusted. To a point. But I cannot see past the anger. That much rage can hide things. There was always hunger back then, on the streets of Dunwall. Hunger and fear. She learned to be brutal to survive. Back in Dunwall, she almost killed the crime boss called Slackjaw. Once, while he was getting a shave. Some nights, she wakes choking, hearing the screams of a young girl, watching her mother die. I can tell you that for years she was a smuggler, and worse before that. She has not always chosen her companions wisely, but she truly cares for Sokolov. I can feel it. I can see why she cares so much for Sokolov. Both of them are trying to atone for their past. But maybe there are things beyond forgiveness. She has secrets I will not reveal. She may tell you in time. It was not her hand that held the knife. Things would have been different for her if her young friend had survived the attack all those years ago. She is a woman formed of 3 fathers, a drunkard, a killer, and an artist. She fell in with the wrong crowd many years ago in Dunwall. The things she did, she can't forgive herself. She was with them. On that day, a man haunts her dreams, like a father to her. A man with a scar. He hides himself, even from me. This one has a greater destiny, beyond Dunwall, beyond Karnaka. No, she has no more secrets that I can see.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaka. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
The powerful have been putting the screws to the underclass in Karnaca for years now. And the Grand Guard makes up new laws on the spot. You don't know me, but you can trust me. I remember your name from the days of the Rat Plague. I've been through a lot too, but I have to say, it's sad about the old Empress.
That's Addermire in the distance.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks. You'll be okay on the docks, stranger. But watch out past the wall of light.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The Dreadful Whale. No, it's not on the registry. Maybe one of the recent importers from Warwick.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contraband they're still waiting on.
Good thought. They give us a piece of the confiscation?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at a discount. Then we all split the take.
Just don't forget about me.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
You up for a beer later?
Wouldn't be said. You still eat meat? All the blood flies and all. I'm not sure it's safe.
Of course I am.
I mean, I trust my butcher, but how can he be sure there aren't any of those filthy grubs in my steak?
I just boil everything. Simple as that. Tastes like shoe leather, but it's better than eating blood fly larvae. Am I right?
I only buy meat if I see the animal killed in front of me. And I cook it right away.
Now, that's another solution. I miss the days when you could look at a dinner plate without having nightmares.
Boy, this job is my lifeblood. Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
Fewer ships coming into the city. Everyone smells the blood. All this political squabbling. It's good for profits. I wonder if Morley and Tivia really will go to war with us over this Delilah business.
All right, then. Maybe a little more. Damn, the light is amazing, but I'm going sunblind. The way the ocean shimmers. Oh, beautiful. Let's hope the framing's good. I'm seeing black spots. The silver plate is ready. Looks like there's a weird shadow. Anyway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it. Yeah, should be a nice shot. Let's take another one for safety. There. Almost.
I moved down from Calero. Thought there'd be more work here. Watch yourself with the Grand Guard. They don't like strangers.
Seized right up. I told him to let it warm a little first, so he can't say I didn't warn him. Loading crates sure beats smoke-flashing houses to kill off the blood flies. Never doing that again. Oh, maybe 2 more months here in Karnaca before it gets really bad and I ship out for Colorado. I'll stop at the warehouse when we're done. See if anybody wants to pop over to the Crone's Hand for drinks and dice.
Let's see what you got.
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that. You look like you can take care of yourself.
You're not from around here, are you? I wouldn't get too close. I got a touch of something.
You'll be all right here, visitor. Just keep your head down. You looking for work? Yeah, me too.
Don't bother looking for work at the docks. Just tried. No luck. Watch yourself around the Grand Guard.
So where's the cargo?
I don't see any signs of Farrell. He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
He should be here with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago Fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Well, it's fermented red shark, which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaca, we like it very fermented.
Unacceptable. Farrell is going to pay for this.
I got 4 mouths to feed. Not that it's any of your business. Don't know you, stranger. Bad time to visit Karnaca. Don't get any closer. I tried living up in Driscoll for a while. Too damn cold.
It's all the fuss.
Shitty food.
Well, whatever it is, I've got more important things to worry
I'll
about.
probably find myself a card table later on. I got no kids, no wife neither. There was a girl once, but she left.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
This place has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better. You want advice? Don't drink from the canal.
You starting your shit around here? We're jumping in.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Give him a chance to tell his side.
It wasn't his fault, Maya. I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's gonna claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for freightport. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Ramus.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. If it's like you say, and we can find buyers, then it'll get us through the next month.
Good, good. Look, I wish I could have stopped him. Just meet me here again tomorrow, okay? Same time.
We'll be here.
So many people trying to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
Who's fooling around?
Manual. Halfway up, a cable broke and we lost 11 workers. They never even made it into the mine. Those cables weren't made to carry so many people. You pack enough of them in, even kids, and it adds up. After that, the sickness spreads through the crew bunkhouses. That woman from Addermeyer, Alexandria Hypatia, she used to treat the workers, but she doesn't come around anymore. So what all this means is that we need more workers. There are always people coming to Serkonos looking for a better life. We'll get them into the mines, if I have to club them over the head myself.
Can you imagine being attacked by such a monster out at sea? They're horrible creatures. I've heard the sailors say they actually sing. Can you imagine it? What nonsense.
We don't normally see many of these beasts this far south. They're like the cold waters to the north. In a day or so, the odor will be tremendous. The guts will burst, then the crabs and gulls will be at it.
I got thrown around by the Grand Guard yesterday like a sack of flour. If you go creeping around, watch out for the blood flies.
I might wind up at the ale house tonight. Wish I had some rum.
I repair broken mining equipment, so unless you need a second-hand pickaxe, I can't help you. They say Karnaca is the jewel of Serkonos. I like Bastilian better.
Hello there. You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then. I've been out of ice for 2 weeks now. Customers don't care much for warm lemonade.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
It's getting hard to breathe around here.
I should get a longer break. I used to make good. On account of my bad feet, I should be able to complain to someone. Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
Don't know what I ate to deserve that. I used to work in the mines. Don't recommend it. It wasn't always like this here, I can tell you that.
Covering your face won't make the Grand Guard happy. I moved down from Colorado.
I could go to
Thought there'd
sleep
be more
without
work here.
wondering if I'd wake up.
First, I can find the money for that.
I'm there. I said it. I'm scared. Something's up.
I don't recognize you. Some people just have no manners.
bit hot, isn't it?
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Attano.
Somebody's seen something. Now we're all on edge. My heart can't take much more of this.
On the streets of Karnaca, compliance is mandatory.
Tonight, I'm gonna find out whether it's true that whiskey keeps the blood flies away. Been working too hard. A man needs time to himself. This city's gonna grind me down. These milk-blooded beggars think the mines are rough. Send them to a whaling house for a few months. I think I've got a tooth going. I can smell it.
I'm Serkonan blood through and through. Been here all my life. You start any shit around here, we're jumping in.
This job is my life's blood. Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
Fellow Serkonans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now Royal Consort to the Empress. For 3 days following the Duke's return to Karnaca, all official government activity will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
My brother-in-law tried to get me to sign on with a mining crew. No way I'm dying down in a hole.
I doubt I can help you, whatever you want. Last week, one of the glassblowers got murdered by the Howlers. No one is safe.
We're playing dice tonight. You in?
We're printing new posters soon. That usually brings in a few more workers each week. All I need is a couple more years like 1848. Mining silver had a kind of romantic appeal back then. When I'm out of this racket, I never want to see another dirty face again. With miners, it's all fleas and body odor. If things hadn't fallen apart down here, I might have been able to retire this year.
Don't be greedy, friend. Oh, you're kind, thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood-fly-infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint. Duke is drunk half the time. And if the Howlers don't rob you, you get shaken down by the Grand Guard. There's garbage in the streets, and blood flies in half the abandoned buildings. This city has consumption, and no one with half a wit wants to be buried with it. Want to know why people are leaving Karnaca? Because the city is not safe to live in anymore. Let's hope you never need help.
Hey, come here. I have something that might interest you. I promise to make it worth your while.
This is Paolo's second in command.
Come on,
Mindy
give
Blanchard.
me a minute of your time.
Early in life, she was someone else. Early on, she felt like she'd been born into the wrong life. So, she set about making it right. Mindy Blanchard, second in command of the Howlers. She once broke a coffin maker's arm for smiling at her. If she says she's going to hunt you down and kill you in the street, then that's what she'll do. This one answers to Paolo, who is her closest friend and knows all her secrets. She calls them her lovers, those poor souls. She goes after the rich ones who cry and faint at the first sign of trouble. She can't wait to take their pocket watches, jewels, and pride. Resents them for their easy lives. It wasn't enough just to rob them. She yelled and cursed until they cried, just like she knew they would. There's nothing more to say about her.
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it.
Enjoy the air. Welcome. Your face is no concern of mine. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. I'll take that deal. Glad we could do business. You won't regret it. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
All right. Don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin, and another way to get past the wall of light.
You get stung enough, that's it. They'll be laying eggs under your skin. You run, they start to swarm. Even if there's blood amber in there and a way to the other side, it's not worth the risk.
Bloodflies aren't that hard to avoid if you're careful. Just go slow and avoid the nests. We should have brought something to burn down the nests.
You can find all sorts of good stuff in bloodfly nests, if you're sneaky and you've got the stomach for it. You just need to be very quiet. Don't sneeze or anything.
It's infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy.
He once whipped a dog to death. Now his brain is mush. All his hours he stands near the nests, listening to them.
fellow Draconis, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now royal consort to the Empress. For 3 days following the Duke's return to Karnataka, all official government activities will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
Cigars tomorrow. You want to buy one?
Trouble sleeping again last night. Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures. But they can be kind of pricey.
She goes, look sharp, pull up alongside. Look sharp, we're in for a ride.
That's really... Don't know what I hate to deserve that.
Thanks, do I. At least I got which is more than he can say.
About. Somebody's seen something. Now we're all on edge. My heart can't take much more of
the
this.
time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
I wouldn't get too close. I got a touch of something. What are you covering your face for? Keep the dust out?
I'm a wanted man again. Welcome home.
You miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo.
Wall of light from the time of the rat plague.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Why cover your face? Are you worried someone might recognize you?
deep, brother. Remember that the profane seeks to hide itself.
Am I being presumptuous? Hoping to cross... You know not the mind of the deviant, for their thoughts are drowned in dark waters.
I don't feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
Probably kill myself.
Hey, how'd the execution go?
Use your eyes. They all died. Yeah, there was some old man who screamed and blubbered like one of them was the last woman in the Isles. Tried to throw her a bouquet of wild mimosas and drag him away.
What is wrong with this city?
I'm more interested in the cleanup detail. Anyone been assigned yet to cart off the bodies? Sometimes they're still wearing watches and lockets and the like.
Really? It never occurred to me. When the lieutenant comes back, I'll ask if she needs a couple of volunteers.
Good man. That way we can get them someplace private. Maybe even look for silver fillings. That takes time. Russ.
Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures. They can be kind of pricey.
Is in her thrall.
Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm so sorry we're out of rosemary soap today. You'll have to come back another time. Such nice hair you have.
Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition. To be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors.
Pardon the smell. I ate something off. What's he going on about?
Beats me. Half the shit they say makes no sense.
Is that the 9 strictures?
Dumbass. It's only 7.
9-7. What's the difference? It's all dog shit about the void and the outsider and living a humble life. Nothing I give a rat's ass about.
Hey, where are the Overseer women? Why only men?
The women are in a special clan or something apart. They're all blind. But I don't think they're allowed to get together. The men and the women. The Abbey doesn't like it.
Maybe when they're together, they have trouble keeping their pants on.
It keeps them all focused on the strictures, I guess. Your face is covered. Worried someone might recognize you?
I say this now to all the faithful in our society. Your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens rise and fall, but a succession of overseers will watch you for the entirety of
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance. Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the Isles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
My mother was so devout, the strictures gave her comfort.
so grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the High Overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. Stay to the...
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kendana. Until then, we stay where we are.
Won't the heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now. But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaca.
That's Mindy Blanchard. That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Who's there?
Come on, come on. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
You said you had a trick for getting closer to Adamire.
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
All right then. This is goodbye.
So now you've been paid, hit the road. Stay on the good side of the Howlers, my friend. We're moving up in Karnaca. Going to run this place someday. See you again sometime. That's it then.
As the leader of men, she worked hard to impress. No need to cover your face. I'm bad with names and faces. Anyway. And their skies turned dim, and your gaze in distress. A cool, what is it to you?
Sorry, but that's not an area for customers. First quality goods only. You'll find nothing stolen here. None of that black market nonsense.
If only truth and justice could really be weighed on scales.
I don't think so.
In our society, your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family. And at the end of it all, the Abbey will stand in the ashes. A young girl.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer. The Royal Protector, really?
Too long, she says.
Such a degenerate.
And she'll leave him. I can wait. Once they say something's amiss, well, then I just can't get comfortable.
He says, people learn. And I says, family. Like dinner.
Just more Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
What is it to you?
That's it. The electricity is off.
Adamire is closed to the public.
We'll have to try again. We have to see Dr. Hypatia.
They don't let anyone see her anymore. Not even people who need urgent treatment.
If we tell them that we represent Lucia Pastor and the Miners Family Committee, they can't refuse us. Hundreds of miners are counting on us. Hundreds of children, coughing dust and fading a little more each day. In the past, the good doctor always cared for them.
She did, and I worry that it got her in trouble.
If we lose Hypatia's support, then there's no one left on our side.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Before a fall, a captain, a traitor, laid instead.
Addermire Station. This should take me out to the Institute. More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Welcome to Winslow's Safes. Feel free to have a look around. This is the finest safe shop in all the Isles. You're in the right place. Come back anytime.
Every coin I pick up brings me closer to making things right again. This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia. What's going on at Addermire? What's the Duke's interest and how is it connected to Delilah? So much misery under tyrants like the Duke. More corpses, more blood flies.
I spend less and less time here at my apartment, but my work at Addermire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer.
huh?
As long as you're clear
Was it true about the Crown Killer?
I'd hate to be anybody else.
Corona Protector, really? What a bunch of degenerates.
He never earned those medals. I'm twice the soldier he is. Someone should say something.
Family's done to death. So disfigured, they say something's amiss. Fly nests all around them. Just can't get comfortable. Horrible.
Damn it, I need to pee. Shooting dice or chasing the ladybirds? Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all howlers in there. So don't wear your uniform. They keep good whiskeys there. They even stock old Dunwall. Ah, man. Let me know next time you go. Once was a man from old Lampro whose cock was as wee as a minnow. He tugged on it nightly, and ever so slightly, it grew to be large as a narwhal. One night at the boarding house. One night. I'm covered in shankers.
Settle down, stomach. Dinner will be in you shortly.